Today we'll look at the huge amount of waste difference between the X1C and the new H2D by Bambu. Welcome back to Ta-da 3D Printing. As we're loading new 3D print files to Etsy available for purchase, I noticed that on this shower design, the shower surround was kind of pricey. I like running this print with the glass and the black all printing at the same time. It's easier to not have to worry about the glue setting up, but it does create a lot of waste because it's almost every single layer. The file itself is about 26 grams, but the waste is over 150. We usually run quite a few of them at the same time, of course, when we're making ones to sell, but I wanted to see how the H2D would compare. This is the very first print that I'm going to be running on the H2D that's something that I'm going to slice myself, and so I need to add the printer to my selections. Of course, I did have to download the newest version of Bambu Studio in order to even be able to have this option, but as soon as I add it, then I can select. The first thing that I noticed is that it did change the build plate quite a bit in size, and it does show the left and the right where those areas cannot get to, so I think that's really interesting. I wasn't really sure what else to do, so I just went ahead and sliced it, and it comes up with this notice that this is the first time that I am slicing, so there's a little video that you can watch. The H2D is different than any printer that I've used before because I'm used to either running all of my multicolors through the AMS, they're all treated the same, or I'm used to the XL that has different hot ends and all 5 colors are all hot ends. So having this setup where I have just one AMS but I have 2 nozzles kind of creates some confusion as far as how am I going to be able to slice this? Is it going to tell me automatically, or am I going to have to know which colors to put where? But watching this video explains how that works, but also what I was really happy to see is that there's an option already in the slicer that the computer will decide this for you. The slicer is going to decide for you which colors are best. You can change it if you want, but there's already that built-in feature that it's going to tell you what's the most efficient. And really for this file, because it's only 2 colors, it's not going to be very complicated. Obviously, it's going to use each of the nozzles and not have to do as much flushing because of that, but I did want to know for other colors in the future. The video did explain that, of course, I've got to sync my printer, then it'll know that I do have an AMS, which side it's on, that sort of thing. So I did have to select the correct printer. I just had it for some reason defaulted to my first X1C, so I did have to switch over to the H2D, and then I was able to sync it and it recognized that I had the correct printer selected. Then I was able to slice it, and the file that previously was going to take 8 hours and have over 100 grams of waste now is going to be under 2 hours and only have about 20 grams or so of waste. The cost drops way down from $4 to $1, and I'm assuming that that waste really is just from the purge tower. Of course, there's things you can adjust to get rid of the tower or minimize it, but I'm just going to try to run this as stock for now and see what I end up with. And it does look like it's choosing both of the nozzles, so that's what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and send this. And once it starts printing and gets to the area where the layer changes are going to be on each layer, it moves very fast. I'm really surprised by this. I really love this time lapse, and live feed camera is just super crisp and clear, and with the window on the side I feel like you can get a lot of light in there. Okay, so let's see how it turned out. I'm still getting used to the textured sheet, but it looks pretty good. Clear is tricky to do and to make it look super clear, but I feel like you can see my fingers through it really easily. This printed really smooth. There's no black in the clear, and everything turned out really good. I'm really happy with how this looks and that I won't have to glue it. The tower looks a little bit messy, so I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't more issues on the print, but it turned out pretty good, I would say. These are definitely two similar but different printers. The size, I mean, just looking at them, you can see that these are a very different setup. So I did want to compare how they look as well as the waste filament. So this one on the left is the H2D, and this one on the right is from the X1C. And they're very similar as far as the sheen of the filament overall. I do feel like on the X1C there is a little bit of a black spot in the middle. I would not be able to sell this print because of that. There is also a little bit of clear kind of drug into the black here and there. And most of the time I can usually clean that up, but I am surprised to see that it is a little bit messier. So overall, I mean, they're similar. I would probably just have to run a few on the X1C, and definitely not worth it when you start considering all of the waste. So the amount of waste on the X1C that includes the tower, the actual filament purge, and the little bit of purge that you end up with on the build plate, we're just under, it's coming up at just under 150 grams, which is way more than I'm even using on the print. So especially if you're running this as a single print, like I'm having set up for people to be able to print these themselves, it would not be very efficient to do this. Of course, on my files, I am giving both options of single color and multicolor, so you can run it either way. But really, for me, I would prefer to switch over to the H2D. Now, obviously, if you're running more than one of these items, your filament purge per item is going to go down. But for me, sometimes I'm running specific colors, like a custom color option for people, or maybe I ran out of it and I need to make one quickly. So this is just got 5 little filament purges, the tower, and the tiny little bit on the build plate is under 17 grams. So this is a huge improvement. The H2D printer is almost $1,000 more than the X1C, so you really have to decide whether the savings on the waste is worth a more expensive printer depending on what you're printing. And if you're still hanging around, I have some extra credit here of running the exact same print on the Prusa XL. This print took 1 hour 20 minutes with the same layer height, but I feel like there's a lot of little bumps or zits in the clear. Looks almost more like a seeded glass, not perfectly smooth, and there is a spot along the top that's black. Everything on the black shell looks good, but I don't love the quality of it quite as much as on the H2D. I feel like the H2D is just a little bit smoother and looks a little more glass-like. The purge tower on the XL is about 11-12 grams, so it is a little bit less than the H2D, but even with a little bit less filament and a little faster print, I'm going to be running this on the H2D because I like the finish quality better. Let me know if you think the new H2D filament savings is worth the cost, is worth upgrading to a newer printer, or if it's just still not enough because it's only really going to help a lot on 2-color prints. Thanks for watching.